I first remember hearing about Josh Rosen early in his career. It could have been even in middle school, that this kid was coming up and he was going to be the next great quarterback in Southern California. And honestly, you hear that a lot from coaches and from players and parents. And so you take it with a grain of salt sometimes, but then you watched him play and mature and get better physically, and you could tell that he had the intelligence to be a really good quarterback. And then, into his freshman and sophomore seasons, it was obvious that Rosen was going to be a very special player, leading the St. John Bosco offense, one of the best programs in the entire country. And then, as it continued to progress, it was clear that he was becoming one of the best players in all of high school football. He just had every intangible that you'd want from a quarterback. He had everything that you wanted on the field, obviously. He could make all the throws, great arm strength, intelligence, could lead an offense, was a good leader. His teammates loved him. One of the criticisms of Josh throughout his high school career was kind of that he was a smart aleck, that he knew too much, that he didn't take to coaching. I don't think anything could be further from the truth. His teammates absolutely loved him. That's going to be the thing for Rosen as he continues through college. He's obviously one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football. Just now as a sophomore, I thought he had a very good freshman season. Learned a lot of lessons, I think, on the field that he will take into his sophomore year. He's not a kid who's going to continue to make the same mistakes from his freshman season. I think in this sophomore year, you'll see him be even more polished and refined. He has some more wide receivers around him with speed that he can get the ball to. So I think that's going to be important. And then, you look at a guy like Jared Goff, who had developed at Cal so well, was the number one pick. To argue that Josh Rosen isn't a top 5 pick in the NFL draft 2 years from now would be hard to believe. Just with his mental makeup and his physical skills on the field, everything would come together. He's a great kid who I think is going to be a top 5 pick in the NFL draft. And it's amazing to see his development from being an 8th, 9th grader now at UCLA and then leading into the NFL in a couple years. And I think he's going to be a very, very special and long-term quarterback for a franchise down the road.
Yahoo!